Just waiting for a couple of people to jump on. Who we got there? Oops. Hey Lisa, how you going? I'm going to show you before I get started. My little boy just fell asleep before. Eee. So, that's good. I just thought I would do a Q&A. So, hey Shah, say hello Shah.
Oh, I'm eating crackers with cotton cheese. And a Pooh Man came.
Okay, no one needs to see inside your mouth. Okay, so you're the only one on at the moment, I think, Lisa. If anyone else is on, say hello. So I just thought I would do a Q&A, but if we don't have many people jump on right now, if there's anyone who jumps on afterwards, feel free to post your questions here and I will answer them as well. But I just thought I would do a Q&A on anything business related, life related, anything that's going on for you that you would like some advice on, like some help with, just let me know and I will answer that for you. I've got someone else on now as well, so just say hello. It's not popping up who you are. But Lisa, did you have any questions? Business related, life related, anything? And I guess I will just talk until we get any questions. Oh, there we go. Hey Chris, how you going? Who else is on? No, so I think that idea is great, Lisa. I don't think it's too risky at all, because if anyone doesn't want to train with you because of your weight, then that's their own shit and not yours. I think a lot of people will relate to that. It will build rapport. It will actually draw people into you. It's your own limiting beliefs and fear that's holding you back from doing that. I think it's a great idea. So if you feel comfortable with doing it, like, not comfortable, but if you realize that it's a good thing and get out of your own damn way, then do it. Remember, it's not about you, it's about your clients. So if you think that that's going to be able to help your clients, then do it. If it's not, if you don't think it will, then don't do it. Yeah? So do you think that it will help your clients? If you get out of your own head, thinking about the people that you want to help, do you think it's going to help them? Yeah, I'm really good, Chris. Thanks. How are you? So Chris, Sarah, anyone else who's on? I'm doing a Q&A. I'm just answering Lisa's question at the moment, but we're almost finished with that. So if anyone has any business or life-related questions, any kind of questions, hey Tanya. If anyone has any business or any life questions, just post them here and I will answer them. Lisa says, I think it will help needed people feel okay. What? That's not making sense to me. People to feel okay to join and comfortable. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Hey, Tammy, how you going? Yeah, so get out of your own head, get out of your own way, drop the fear and just do it, Lisa. Hey, Tanya. New people. Okay, cool. Hey, Cameron. No, your name didn't pop up. So sometimes what Facebook does, I'll just show you. It says Lisa Smith's watching, Chris is watching, Sarah's watching, Tanya's watching, and that's it. It didn't say Tammy. I don't think it said Tanya. Oh, it said Tanya. Yeah, Facebook's weird. You just want something to complain about, Cam. Awesome, Lisa. Do it. Okay, so who has questions, guys? Lisa asked one already. So, Chris, do you have any business or life or anything related questions? Sarah, Tanya, Tammy, Cameron, and anyone else? Oh, Alison, hey, how you going? So Chris, I'm getting back into PT again after 6 months. Awesome, well done. What questions do you have around setting that up or getting started or anything else? Alison said, hi Ellie, when you video a class session to put on Facebook, should that be live or not live? Yeah, you can definitely do live. So, hey Justine, Tanya's saying help. I don't know what about. So Alison, yeah, I would definitely do a live. The benefit with live is you're going to get engagement. It helps people to connect with you. You can do a Q&A like this, yeah? And it builds rapport and it builds connection and engagement better and faster. Whereas with a video, there's not that engagement. It's more you're just talking to yourself, yeah? So engagement, like live streams work really well in this day and age when people want to have that connection to you. And if it's at class, obviously you don't want to be spending too long because you want to give that attention to your clients, but you could just do a few minutes where you're showing a bit of the exercises that you're doing, show you motivating them, maybe get them to say a couple of things, or maybe do it towards the end if you want. Do it at any stage, but I wouldn't do it for too long, obviously. Yeah, and you wouldn't do it for too long if it was a live or a video. But yeah, definitely do live. I think a lot of people need to overcome their fear of doing live. It doesn't have to be perfect. Imperfect action beats no action any day of the week. So just do it and get it out there. Chris said, I'm getting back into the PT world. Top 5 tips for marketing. Good question. Okay, so top 5 tips for marketing. First one is you need to be really, really clear on your target market. You don't help everyone. You want to help people who are going through what you've been through in the past at some stage in your life. So get really clear on your target market, who they are, where to find them, like where they hang out online and offline, and then start getting in front of them. You need to be clear on them first because everything else stems from there. Secondly, put out valuable content on a daily basis. You can do that through social media posts on Facebook, Instagram, like wherever your clients hang out. You can do it through live streams. You can do it through emailing your list, anything like that, yeah? So just be consistent with it because consistency wins. Third one, start generating emails, yeah, generating emails or phone numbers. You can do that through putting call to actions at the ends of posts, call to actions at the end of a live stream or a video, offering something of free value. So don't offer a free week of boot camp or anything like that. Don't offer your time for free unless it's like a sales call, a phone call where you're actually helping someone with their goals and then signing them up. But something that's like a free guide on overcoming whatever their biggest struggle is right now. And then you can write comment below or PM me with your email address and I'll send it out to you. Or you can start sending people personal messages and things like that. Don't be spammy though, like actually have a conversation with them. So that's number 3. Number 4, build connections with people. You can, like, it's one thing just putting posts up, but if someone's commenting, engage with them. Show that you actually care. If you're doing snaps on Snapchat, talk about, like, say, hey, snap me back with your biggest struggle with your health and fitness at the moment. And then send people personal messages, like talk to people that you know are in your target market and actually show that you give a shit about them and talk to them about where they're at. Go into other people's Facebook groups where your target market hang out, but they're not your competitors. Don't be spammy by saying, hey, I'm a PT and I do this, but post in there and with valuable content, yeah, and start to build relationships. And then number 5 would be you don't need to go do everything at once, yeah? So you can use online or offline, but don't try and do a million things at once. Pick 1 or 2 things, get really good at that, and just be consistent. Consistency and simplicity wins any day of the week. Does that help, Chris? Good question. So Tanya said, my PT business has failed as I'm fat, old and overweight PT. No one wants my knowledge. First of all, Tanya, that's not a nice way to talk about yourself, yeah? Imagine if someone else said that to you, yeah? So first thing is stop talking about yourself in a negative way. Start talking to yourself in a positive way, even if you don't believe it yourself yet, okay? Because what happens is the things that we tell ourselves turn into beliefs, and then those beliefs turn into actions, which turns into results. Yes, Charlotte?
I can't find a black bag, Daddy.
Okay, let me have a look. So if you start telling yourself something positive, then you will start taking actions to make that a reality.
Big black bag.
Okay, Charlotte. You'll start taking actions to make that a reality, and you will then change your results. Oh, there. Yep, good girl. For example, a few years ago, maybe 3, 4, even 5 years ago, I used to look in the mirror, grab my stomach and say, I'm so fat all the time. And I caught myself saying it. I ended up stopping saying it, started telling myself positive affirmations, which then led to positive beliefs, which then led to me eating well and exercising and having a better mindset. And so I then ended up getting results. So also age, it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are, or where you live, if you're in a rural area or a city. It doesn't matter what you look like. None of that matters because it's not about you, it's about your clients, yeah? So like I said to Lisa before, and Lisa won't mind me sharing this, yeah? Lisa's got weight to lose, and she's going to share her weight loss journey with her clients to inspire and motivate them. That scares the hell out of her, but she's going to do it because, like I said before, get out of your own head. Like, drop the ego, stop making it about you. It's about the people that you want to help, yeah? I'm overweight at the moment, but I'm still helping people and I still have a successful business. Yes, I'm not a PT anymore, but like it still applies to any business. And so like work on your mindset first so that you can move forwards. I have a 58-year-old client who lives in a rural town in New South Wales who her biggest ever month, she made $16,000. So that just goes to show you can be any age and it doesn't matter where you are to be able to have a successful business. So start talking to yourself positively, change your mindset, and you'll be able to move forwards. There are people out there that need your help, and there's people out there that you can inspire. And it's not even necessarily knowledge that people need. People just need someone to motivate them and hold them accountable to reach their goals. Does that help, Tanya? Cameron said, I'm thinking of doing a live Q&A session. Is it better on the phone or PC? So like a Facebook Live, Cameron? Because Facebook Live you can only do on your phone. You could do a Zoom one, like on a webinar or something like that. But I think just do live over the phone. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Hey, Mandy. So Mandy said, when doing events, I often have people ask to add their services to my events. I used to invite them all, but I realized this wasn't serving me. How do you handle this? Not sure if this is off topic. No, not off topic at all. Can you give me a bit more information, Mandy? So what do you mean by adding services to your events? Just give me a little bit more information. I'll be able to answer that more specifically for you. Hey, Sue, how are you going? Alison said, I don't work well being put on the spot, though. My train of thought goes. So practice and you'll get better at it, Alison. Chris said, I also want to do online training. I need help setting it up. Choose one thing, Chris. Get that filled up, get good at it, and then move on to the next thing. Don't try and do everything all at once. If you want to do online, just do online. If you want to get some face-to-face clients first, just do that. Just one thing, simplicity and focus, and you'll reach your goals so much faster than trying to do a million different things or even 2 different things. Mandy said, I love Facebook Live. The only issue I have is my connection can be dodgy, which is a problem when I'm demonstrating things. Yeah, it's annoying. My connection here used to be really bad. It's been better since I got back. You could go out somewhere if it's going to be better outside your house, to a cafe or just anywhere. So yeah, that's what I would say around that. That's okay, Alison. Tammy said, it occurs to me that most of the people on my business page are my friends' family. Feel really exposed with the thought of doing personal live feeds for them to see. Need to get actual followers on my site. Yeah, so there's two parts to that. Yes, get actual followers on your site, definitely, but you've got to start somewhere. And secondly, don't worry about what anyone thinks, yeah? My grandma is on my Facebook, and I swear, and I say things that she probably wouldn't be happy with and share things about my past, but, you know, she can just scroll on past that. I have my my auntie, who I don't really talk to anymore, she got angry about me about a post that I put up years ago about something so stupid, and I ended up deleting her off Facebook, you know. I'm very careful about who I let into my environment, because your environment equals your success. So you want to be careful of who you let into your world, but also remember, it's not about your friends and family, it's about the people who you want to help, yeah? And so those friends and family, if they're not interested, they might know someone that would be interested, and, you know, you're probably going to inspire them anyway. My brother's girlfriend jumps on and watches my live streams, and she told me last weekend when we had a family barbecue that she's loving them and she's really inspired, and she hopes I don't mind that she's watching them. And I'm like, no, that's totally fine. You know, I do these on my personal page because I have a lot of trainers and coaches on my personal page, but there's also family and family friends and friends who jump on as well, and they're going to get something out of it as well. Otherwise they wouldn't be listening. Mandy said, I use Facebook Live for my private group and do a video with live sessions and challenges every day. Works really well. Awesome. Yeah, I do. I use Zoom for, which is zoom.us. I use that for all my group calls for my clients. Hey, Lizzie, how you going? Hey, Zoe, how are you? Mandy said, yes, the only way to drown out the self-loathing is with self-love. Yes. They did. I got fired as I did not fit the mold. So do your own thing, Tanya. Yeah? Just create your own thing. Do boot camps, or do an online program, or do coaching, or do PT in the parks. Like, create your own rules. Hey, Kerry, how are you? I think a child has overtaken Alison's phone. Mandy said, I deal with mindset and body image and have others in beauty industry, for example, makeup. Okay, so Mandy, but what, they want to be guest speakers at your events, or they want to have a stand there and offer their services, or what do they want to do? And if you don't want to have any of that, so I'm just going to go back to your initial question. Where is it? Yeah, so if you don't want to have anyone doing any of that, just say no. Yeah, it's as simple as that. If you feel like it's going to add something, then I would be selective on who you let be there. Like, for example, I'm running a retreat in Hawaii in September, and I'm flying a guy out there to be a guest speaker. He is working on with my clients to set up their own funnels and like teach them about funnels, and which we've already done a bit on, but actually there on the day, set them up and do the whole email sequence and the Facebook ad and the landing page and the sales page, and set it all up ready to go so they can be generating leads at the retreat. So that adds value to my clients. So you want to think, but I'm only having one guest speaker, because if I had too many, it would just dilute it. And it's the same with events as well. If you have too much of that, and it's like, oh, okay, another person trying to pitch me, or another person talking. You want them to add value. So yeah, if it adds value, definitely have it. If not, then get rid of it and just do your own thing. Does that help, Mandy? So does anyone else have any questions? Zoe, do you have any questions? Who else hasn't asked a question? Or anyone who has asked? Do you have any more? Sue, do you have any? Kerry, do you have any? Lizzie, do you have any? Who else? Sarah, do you have any? Justine? And anyone who's already asked one as well. Sarah, if you're still around. Trying to go through everyone. I think that's everyone.
Is this Charlotte?
No, there's no Charlotte on. Hey Ria, hey Hannah, how you guys going? That's all right, Sue. Hey Lisa, how are you? So, doing a Q&A, guys. If you just hopped on, make sure you watch the start as well. But does anyone have any questions? It could be business related, it could be life related, it could be anything related. So just pop a question here. I'll probably be finishing up in the next 5 minutes, so make good use of this time. Zoe said not yet, just taking it all in. I bet I'll have a few after you finish. That's okay. If anyone has any questions after I finish, just pop them here and I will have a look through later on and make sure I answer them as well. It's been some really good questions as well. This is the first time I've done this actually, and lots of comments, lots of great questions, and so that's really good. Tanya, did that help you with what I said? So anyone who's just jumped on or anyone else, let me know if you've got any questions. And then I'll be finishing up pretty soon. I've actually had like a full day of coaching today. I've had, Charlotte, stop that please. I've had four or five mindset sessions. So spiral dynamics mindset sessions, and I've had a couple of sales calls, and yeah, it's been a good day. And then after this, I'm jumping off and spending time with the family.
No, look at me.
Oh, it's a smile. And then is Gabriel still asleep?
I don't know.
So guys, get it in whilst you can. Ask any questions, ask away. Oh, he's turned around now. Leave him alone. Fast asleep. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. If
What does
anyone
that mean?
it means finish. If anyone has any questions, feel free to post them here. If it's personal, you can PM me. And if you're not already in my free group, it's the community of kick-ass action takers. So search for that and join us there. If you want to have a chat about moving forwards in your business and creating more freedom and an amazing lifestyle, then let's have a chat. Just send me a personal message, or I'll pop the link here for a call and we can have a free 20-minute phone call. Tammy's got a comment here. Let me see. Tammy said, I want to start working on an online program that I can sell, and I need to create my free gift. So I'm brainstorming on the topic, Kicking the Mummy Blues, a 28-day guide. I'm going to write a PDF version first, then thinking of daily videos with strategies and exercises for 28 days. Awesome. So I would do that if you think that's a struggle that your target market are facing. Are they facing the mummy blues? Also, being in Australia, spell it with a U as well, by the way. And, you know, that's fine however you spell things in general. But if you're going to the Australian market, I would spell it with a U. So people shouldn't get confused. But, yeah, if you're going to American market with a O, obviously. So, yeah, if that's your target market, if they are struggling with that, I would go with that. If it's not something they're struggling with, if it's like they need a kickstart or like a specific health challenge or something like that, then go with that instead. But I love the 28-day idea. I would probably actually also online pro. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea as a low-end offer. So do you mean the free gift is a 28-day thing? I wouldn't do 28 days if it's free. I would do 28 days if it's paid. If it's free, keep it 7 days or less, yeah? Because you're going to lose their attention, and it's also putting things in place so that, like, it's taking them longer to actually then step up and buy from you. So just do 7 days or less if it's for a free thing. What can work really well as well is having a free Facebook group. They have to opt in to be able to get into the Facebook group, and then you do a thing a day, a challenge a day for 7 days. Does that help, Tammy, or did you have any other questions around that? I'll just wait for your response. Yeah, all good. Okay, awesome. So as you map that out as well, Tammy, if you need any help, just pop it in the group, yeah, like as you're working on it, so I can help you further as well. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Well, have a great... Oh, Tanya said, I think so. It's just hard. I'm nearly 50 and I've invested so much time and money for little results. Yeah, Tanya, like I said before, one of my clients was 58, yeah? I've got plenty of clients in their 40s, some in their 50s. I've had a 60-year-old client before, and the other way around as well. I've had clients and have a client at the moment who's 20. Hey, Terry, how you going? So, yeah, it's totally your headspace. It's totally your mindset, Tanya. Terry, I'm wrapping up in a minute, but make sure you listen to the start. But do you have any questions, Terry, before I go? So Tanya, yeah, like, you know, there's nothing, someone who's 20 could have the same kind of objections like, oh, I'm too young, no one will take me seriously. Someone who's your age, okay, cool, Terry, let me know if you've got any questions. Someone who's 50 or 60 could think that they're too old. Someone who lives in a big city could think that there's too much competition. Someone who lives in a rural town could think that there's not enough clients. Someone who does online could be worried that they have bad internet connection. Yeah? Someone who's overweight could worry about that. Someone who's too skinny could worry about that. You know, there's so many things that we can worry about. There's so many obstacles and limiting beliefs that we can put in our way to not moving forwards. And it's all bullshit stories that we make up to hold ourselves back. Yeah? What did someone said to me one day, fear is false evidence appearing real. Yeah? So it's not actually real. It's just stuff in your own head that you've told yourself over and over and over again so that you believe it. You believe that I'm too old, so I'm not going to get results. I'm in a bad headspace, so I can't get results. People don't want my knowledge. I'm overweight, so I can't help people. But you can. It's just about dropping those things, about working on your mindset so that you can start taking action and moving forwards. Because there's people out there that need your help. And if you think about your story and what you've been through in your life, think about all the obstacles that you've overcome. Think about who you are as a person and put that out there to the world to be able to help people. There's people that are bigger than you. There are people that are older than you. There are people that are more disadvantaged than you. And they're struggling and they need your help. Yeah? So, like, surround yourself with positivity, with positive people. Listen to my podcast. Listen to other people's podcasts. Watch videos on YouTube. You know, like... Shush, Charlotte, please. What do you want to say?
Have you finished?
No. Do you know what your mindset is? When you think positive? Yeah? What are you grateful for, Char? Oh, Charlotte.
Chocolate.
Grateful for chocolate, okay. Hey, Melissa.
Coral.
I'm wrapping up in a minute, Melissa, but if you've got any questions, just let me know.
Ah.
What?
I'm grateful for coral.
For coral. Okay, that's great.
Because it makes the trees don't blow. They don't make wind. The coral makes the trees blow. In a science video.
Okay. And 1/3 of the Earth's oxygen comes from coral, not from trees. Yeah?
Look.
Shh. Okay.
It's not working.
So going back to that, there's people that need your help, Tanya. Yeah? That's the basics of it. So work on yourself, get out of your own way, because you can make a difference in the world. You're not dead, yeah? You've still got, I don't know, a lot of years, a lot of decades left of your life, hopefully. So make the most of it. Don't just think because you're almost 50 that you're done, that you can't help anyone, that you can't change your life, because you definitely can. My client who's 58, who made $16,000 in a month, she's been in business for over 20 years, and she'd never done that well in 1 month ever before. I helped her get to that stage very quickly. So she could have thought, I've been in business for so many years, I can't change. But she did, and she's doing amazing. She's got 74 people in her online program now. And, hey Josh, how you going? 74 people in her online program, over 130 members in her gym. She lives in rural New South Wales in Muswellbrook, and she's 58 years old. Yeah? She says she's IT illiterate. She doesn't understand IT at all, but she gets her daughter to help. And she's created amazing results, yeah? So if she can do it, you can do it, Tanya. Anyone can do it, I know it sounds cliche, but we only have so much time on this earth, yeah? And we only have so many hours in the day, and there's people out there that need your help. Cool, Tanya. Just trying to motivate you, yeah? But it really is that, We can have all the knowledge in the world, we can have all the strategy in the world, but if your mindset is shit, if you're not getting out of your own way, you're not going to be able to help anyone. And back in 2014, I was in a shitty mindset for most of the year. Yes, I still achieved some things, but I was in a crappy mindset that year, and I can't blame anyone or anything else for that. It was me, and I needed to get out of my own way. And when I did, I ended up tripling my business in 3 months. All it required was for me to get out of my own way. Last week, I was worried about selling the next level of one of my programs. I got out of my own way and I sold 2 packages, yeah? I still get it even at this level. But I realized in 2014, when I was wasting all that time, now I think I have so much drive and motivation because life is so short. And I don't want to waste any more days or weeks or months or years. I want to make the most of it. And that doesn't mean that you got to hustle for 15 hours a day or anything like that. It just means you got to do the things that fill you up. And if that's growing a business and making money and helping others, then awesome. If that also includes being connected with your kids, having a loving relationship with your partner, giving to charity, having time to chill out, happiness, pride, achievement, whatever those values are, whatever's important to you in life, do those things every day. Yeah?
Do we go up to heaven when we're dead?
I don't know, Charlotte. What do you think?
I don't know.
Asking all the important questions. So she's got this thing about God. She's like, do you think God is real? My friend thinks God is real. And we're not religious. So I guess just to finish off, unless anyone, like Melissa, Josh, anyone have any, Terry, or anyone else have any questions before I go? So what was I going to say to finish that off? I guess it's just you really just got to make the most out of your life, yeah? And things can change really quickly. And if you're overweight, do something about it, yeah? If you think you're too old, get rid of that belief because no one's ever too old. And give yourself social proof, yeah? Give yourself proof of people who are your age or older that are doing amazing things. If someone thinks that they're too young, give yourself proof that there's young people doing amazing things. Yeah? There's just so many opportunities out there, especially, like, I know not everyone on here is in Australia, but especially in Australia, yeah? It's such a lucky country. Like, there's so many opportunities here. It's like you're not living in some war-torn country, yeah? And even in war-torn countries, there's people doing amazing things and creating businesses. And there was some guy in African country, I can't remember which country, who taught himself, was it javelin? I think it was, oh God, I'm terrible at telling these facts. Taught himself javelin, I think it was, and went to the Olympics. And he taught himself through YouTube videos and then ended up getting a coach down the track, yeah? There's people with the odds against them. There's people with no legs going and doing the Kokoda Trail, yeah? There's people with so many odds against them. If you've got all your limbs and you don't have any physical or mental disability, you're 100 miles ahead of everyone else. Yeah? If you live in a country that has a lot of opportunities, you're 100 miles ahead of everyone else. It's like, and I know it's hard when your head's getting in the way, but there's plenty of resources to be able to overcome that. And it takes just owning up to it, taking responsibility without blaming yourself, without feeling guilty, and work on yourself every damn day and start taking actions to move forwards. Don't focus on the things that are holding you back. Don't focus on the negatives or the limiting beliefs. Focus on the empowering positive beliefs that are going to move you forwards, and actually focus on the things that you want. Yeah? So thank you, Tanya, for sharing that, because that's really got me motivated and inspired to share that message with you all. And I hope you're all motivated from that, and I hope you'll go and take some action as well, okay? It's one thing watching this, but if you don't take any action, then you're not going to move forwards. You're not going to learn anything. So if anyone's watching this afterwards and you have any questions, feel free to just post here. I'll check back in later. If it's something personal and you're too scared to share on here, feel free to send me a personal message. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for your questions, guys, and I'll talk to you all soon.